Good day, everyone. My name is Stefano Cristian Tobalya, and alongside me is Jones Ivan de Guzman. And today we are presenting our airport, the Ponciano Elofre International Airport. Next slide, please. So, introduction. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport is located at the property between Barangay Maayong Tubig Dawin, Negros Oriental, and Barangay Mag-abo Zamboanguita, Negros Oriental. The site has a total land area of approximately 1,391.203 acres. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will have two runways for both international and domestic flights. The configuration of the roads allow for enough room for parking and drop-off spots in particular. The researchers based the design of the airport on studies and designs of other currently operational airports.
Ponciano Elofre International Airport Terminal. The researchers considered these components and applied them to the design of the airport terminal for the proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport. Because the terminal building is a square and it has an aero bridge that connects the terminal to the aircraft so that the passenger can transfer to the aircraft easily. The Ponciano Elofre International Airport will be a linear type.
Next, we have the air traffic control. Since an air traffic control tower is essential to the operation and construction of an airport, Ponciano Elofre International Airport will have one. All inbound and outgoing domestic and international planes falling inside the airport's airspace will be handled by the Ponciano Elofre Air Traffic Control Tower. Additionally, ATCT will help with the ground traffic at the airport to ensure that passengers have a seamless and delay-free flying experience.
Next, we have Aero Bridge. Aero Bridge will be used at Ponciano Airport to transfer passengers from the ground to the aircraft. This will be the advantageous for elderly and disabled travelers. Additionally, this bridge will benefit the airport by reducing the amount of work that the ground staff must do to assist passengers during boarding. By encouraging no aircraft delays, the aero bridge will increase the effectiveness of the Ponciano Elofre International Airport entire service.
Now we have the terminal gates. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will have a linear type terminal. The proposed airport at Dawin Zamboanguita will have 23 terminal gates. Ponciano Elofre International Airport is intended to be both domestic and international airport, with 23 terminal gates sufficient for airport operations.
Next, we have runways. The runway at the proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will be approximately 2,760 meters long and 69 meters wide. The runway's dimension were determined by taking into account the runway's critical aircraft as well as the runway's requirements and standard.
We also have in this airport a second terminal. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport also adds another terminal for charter flight purposes, for the passengers to have a place to rest and wait while their aircrafts undergo ground operations before the departure of their flights.
Next, we have hangar. Ponciano Elofre International Airport will be having 10 hangars that can cater aircrafts that will land on the airport after a domestic and international flight. The overall design of the hangar will be based on the researcher-chosen critical aircraft Airbus A350. Researchers will also ensure that the hangar's construction material will be low cost. and at the same time, easy maintenance since aircraft on airports will spend more time in offering service to the public rather than being stuck inside the hangar for maintenance.
Now we have the helipad. The researchers added 12 helipad for both public and private helicopters. The helipad is located near the hangars.
Next, we have fire station building and units. The researcher also added a fire station. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will consist of two district buildings that have 6 units of fire trucks per district. The researcher added a fire station unit inside the proposed airport for the possible fire incident.
Next, we have approach lighting system. An approach lighting system will be constructed on the runway at the projected Ponciano Elofre International Airport to facilitate a safe landing approach for pilots in inclement weather and at night. In addition to promoting safety for the pilots and any passengers on board, ALS also provides enough illumination for the airport to be visible at all times of the day and provide clarity for bystanders visiting the site.
Next, we have distance measuring equipment. Distance measuring equipment is defined as the navigation beacon visually coupled with a VOR beacon to enable aircraft to measure their position relative to that beacon. Aircraft send out a signal which is sent back after a fixed delay by the DME ground equipment. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will have two DME units along the runway of the proposed airport.
Now we have the VOR DME. Two navigational aids are used in aircraft operations, VOR and DME. Very high frequency omnidirectional range radio beacon or VOR provides the airplane with information on the magnetic or radial bearing from the station. Together, these two navigational aids send signals to aircraft that help them locate themselves and the airport. Beacons operating on the same frequency as VOR and DME are located in the same vicinity.
Next, we have the non-directional beacon. Non-directional beacons become marginally unreliable in severe weather circumstances, such as lightning and intense precipitation, etc. So the pilot must constantly check the NDV's identification. Non-directional beacons will be installed at Ponciano Elofre International Airport. The researchers suggested airport to, the, to enable pilots in conducting more efficient flights. These beacons will also be the only way to assist planes lacking GPS systems in navigating the skies.
Next, we can see our taxiway markings. Next slide, please.
Taxiways.
Taxiways. An airport taxiways is the route used by planes to get from runway to airfronts, hangars, terminals, and other buildings. There is typically no set speed limit for taxiing at airports. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport has a taxiway that will lead to the aircraft to travel to apron from runways and also from apron to runways.
Next, we have parkings. The proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will offer a park and fly service, where passengers and crew can leave their vehicles before heading to the airport terminal and boarding their flight. It will be an open parking lot in front of the proposed airport entirely dedicated to vehicles. In addition, the proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport will include an two 8-story building parking along the airport road.
Next, we have land transport terminal. Buses, jeepneys, easy rides, and tricycles are the most prevalent modes of transportation around Negros Oriental. When passengers go to Ponciano International Airport, they can use their own privately owned vehicles. If the passenger doesn't have one, they can utilize the available public transportation in the province going directly to the airport. For those who are close enough to the airport, particularly those from Dawin and Zamboanguita, they can use their respective TODAs or Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association to bring them to the airport. Here we can see the terminal for the different modes of transportations. Next slide, please.
Next, we have office. The researcher also added a space for offices in the proposed Ponciano Elofre International Airport. The offices are located along the PEIA, which is known Ponciano Elofre International Airport Road.
And that is all for our presentation. Thank you for listening. And before we go, we will present a short animation video of the overall appearance and design of our airport. Thank you for listening, everyone.